Okay. Great day, great evening, beautiful people. It's Malika, Brother Fresher Underwood. Okay, so tonight or today, whenever you are listening and watching this video, I'm going to share with you my very first blog post. And it's actually my only one currently. But I wrote this many years ago, so I'm going to share this with you. It's on my website, infinitehealthwithoutmeasure.com. So it goes like this. Who do you love most? Um, Great day, beautiful beings. Who do you love most? Many people will say, myself. I love myself most. Or me, when that would not be the most accurate statement. Most people present on earth today actually place more love stock in others, i.e., their children, their spouse, their significant other, their parents, their family, their coworkers. They put these people and places over themselves. Who would you say is the most important person in your life? Hmm? Is it you? Or is it your children? Or your significant other, your husband, your wife? Or is it your parents? Or, it's somebody else completely? That is a question that not many people ask themselves, right? So, another way of asking yourself is, how do you rank on the scale of love? Are you number one? Are you number two? Or number 20? Um, and specifically speaking to mothers, most mothers place themselves below their children. They place their children above themselves, or first, before themselves. And they take first, second, third, 10th place, and that depends on like how many children they have, their spouse or significant other, whoever else they put after their children in level of importance before themselves. um, it's a really great question to see where you rank in the level of love in your own life. So culturally in America and even Western societies, the norm is that sacrifice equates to love. And a mother sacrifices her life physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually for her children until there is nearly nothing left of her. Like, this is the standard program in Western societies and especially in America. She expects to do so, and as her children expect it also. Many fathers also expect the mother of their children to sacrifice and give of herself to their children without measure or concern for her well being. Many families as a whole, grandparents, aunts and uncles, sisters and brothers, they all have this expectation that mom is going to be there, that mother is going to do whatever for her children. And nobody thinks about mom. And I know there are many families who have loving, balanced relationship dynamics within their family. So this may not apply to your family, and that's okay. And that's actually very wonderful. And there are many more families who this is very applicable to them, and where the mother is just not considered, like in terms of her health and her well being, as being important. Okay. So, also, on the flip side, fathers are expected to sacrifice their physical and emotional well being for their family, as well as going to work for long hours. And the title is, Who Do You Love Most? And when you look at people's lives, there's the phrase, actions speak louder than words, right? So if we were to look and examine everyone's actions, or matter of fact, just examine your own actions, right? Examine your own actions. Where does the bulk of your attention and time and resources, where does it go to? Does it go to you? Does it go to your children? Does it go to your spouse? Does it go to your family? Or does it go to your job? Right? And I know, and this is not to say that people who are in a position where they have to work many hours to support and sustain their family, that they don't love their family. So please don't get it twisted. Do not misunderstand what I am saying, and not intentionally, right? Don't intentionally misunderstand what I'm saying. And if you genuinely do not understand what I'm saying as it applies to your life, then, hit me up in my DM. We can have a conversation about it free of charge. So basically, what I'm saying is reflect on your life. Where do you spend most of your energy? Do you often feel like you don't have time for yourself, or you've done all these wonderful, amazing things during the day, like go to work to support your family, put dinner on the table, get the children off to school and back home and fed and all these things. You took care of your significant other, your spouse, or you've got aging parents and you've given them, all the love, that a caring and loving adult child can give. And at the end of the day, you just find that you're ready to go to bed, you're ready to go to sleep because you're just out, you're tired, you're worn. You probably are not first, second, or third on um, your love priority list. And I want you to know that you're not alone. There are many people who actually are not number one on their list of love. And they just are used to it. They were raised that way. They were conditioned that way. And I even was that way also while I'm up here talking, right? I'm not just saying, all these people are like this and I'm not. I have gone through it myself where I was sacrificing my health and well-being overall, not as an intentional practice or intentional way of living life. It wasn't intentional that I was like putting myself on the back burner. I was just more concerned with making sure that my daughter came first. At the time, I had one child, making sure my job came first, or second after her. And even some family members and friends' happiness came before my own at certain points in my life. And even at certain points in my life, my religious organization, that the religious organization I was a part of, like my church and church members, and when I was in Islam, they all got better attention from me than I got from myself. And so as I started to grow and reflect on myself and increase my self-awareness and the love that I wanted to give to myself, the love that I wanted to receive, right? I just wanted to feel loved. And I realized it just began with me. So I'm going to wrap up this video. Just to say, who do you love most? Sit with yourself and reflect on this question and examine your life. Who do you love most? Where does most of your time and energy, your attention, your focus, where does it go? Who does it go to? And I know it's a challenging concept for many a mother and father to fathom that they are supposed to be first in their life before their children. It's just like on the airplane, they tell you to put your oxygen mask on before you put the one on your child. Because if you go trying to put them first, you could pass out in the interim and then your poor baby is there watching you die. And that's what's happening in so many homes across America and in Western societies. Your children, your significant other, whether you're the husband or wife, is watching you slowly die because you're not putting your health as a priority. You haven't prioritized your physical, your mental and emotional health, or your spiritual health, or some form of imbalance is existing in your life because you are placing others as number one priority for love in your life. And that doesn't mean that when you place yourself as number one, that nobody else exists and nobody else matters. No, don't intentionally misunderstand the message. And if you genuinely do not understand this part, hit me up. Let's have a conversation for free. So, putting yourself first in the most basic way to understand it is the airplane example. When you are taken care of, when you are well taken care of, well loved, you have the energy, the opportunity, and the desire to care for those around you. And just as a natural consequence of you putting you number one in your life as being the one you love the most, it will naturally benefit those around you. It will naturally benefit your children, naturally will benefit your spouse or significant other and the other important people and places in your life. Naturally, they will receive the best of you because you've already given yourself the best. So, I'm truly going to end this video this time and just say, um, love yourself the most. Give yourself permission to love yourself the most. And see how that works out for you. I um I can't guarantee anything in your life. I just know that when you intentionally put yourself first and love yourself first and foremost, the rest of the people in your life will greatly benefit more than they are now. So be well. Take care. It's Malika, Breath of Fresh Air Underwood. See you later.